summer sun is nearly set, and now it's time for baseball at Petco Park in San Diego. Tonight, Game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the New York Mets and the San Diego Padres. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
Major League Baseball on MLB Network, coming up right after this. Mike Clevenger will be the man on the mound for the Friars. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
And stepping in, Jeff McNeil. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Underway in the second of 4 here this weekend as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. Guys, the swinging Friars as they take the field here tonight. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, you can't win when you're giving up that many runs. The pitcher was missing over the heart of the plate, not executing down and away, not brushing back anybody, making anyone feel uncomfortable. Guys were taking huge hacks off him. And to boot, the defense was on its heels. Hey, I know everybody was on their toes right there from the pitcher to the defensive side. Leadoff hitters are known for this. Find ways to beat the ball into the ground and beat it out and get on base. Now they have to keep him in check. Let's see if they hold the runner close.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. McNeil on at first, nobody out. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Now a throw over, runner back standing. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now.
Well, that pitch was like a backdoor cutter, if you will. It starts well off the plate and almost cuts back to the corner. That's a tough pitch to hit if you could throw it for a strike.
One there, on to first, not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Dominic Smith comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Now a move over to first. Runner's back. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Onto the party porch and gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 14 on the season as the Mets are out in front now 2-0.
Love the homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 17 home runs and 49 runs batted in. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. And there are our umpires. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
Popped him up. Tatis is there. 2 gone.
That is it. The right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Stepping in next, Michael Conforto. Power a big part of his game as he enters this contest, number 5 in the National League home run race.
Man, this guy's been in fuego lately. A boatload of homers over his last 10 games.
Yeah, usually, Dan, guys get hot throughout the course of the season, but not like this. Hot and hot with damage.
Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. A ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Into the corner and slicing foul. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Swung on but fouled off to the left. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 2-0 New York. Noah Syndergaard will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, when you look up the word dependability in the dictionary, you'll find a picture of this guy. Career ERA just under 3.5, and that's saying quite a lot in the high-scoring games that we see in baseball going on right now. Real solid pitcher, controls the running game, controls the strike zone, and more importantly, he knows how to get deep into the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. Solid pitcher, and he'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Brian O'Grady is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, I can't tell you how important it is to throw that first run up on the board, and that's exactly what they did. A little crooked number, a 2 spot to give their pitcher a chance to relax and go out and pound the strike zone. This team has been playing red-hot baseball recently.
And a good curveball gets him swinging for route number 1.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Here's Jurickson Profar. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Smith is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting third, the second baseman,
And at the plate is Jake Cronenworth. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. And the pitch. Hit down the line at first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. A ball that's carrying. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll move on to the second now at Petco Park. The Mets lead this one 2-0. New inning set to get underway, and with it comes Francisco Lindor to the plate.
I'm interested to see how focused their ABs will be playing with this lead. I think this needs to be a little bit of a smell blood inning. Keep the fire rolling. I know it's early, but keep the pressure going. Swinging the bat's nice.
Hard hit to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
batting seventh, the third baseman, J.D. Davis.
So now to the plate, J.D. Davis, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. No balls and 1 strike. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
On to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting eighth.
Next, it'll be James McCann, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First pitch on its way. Pitch popped up. Clevenger has a play, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Mets, as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Digging in will be Fernando Tatis Jr. He's definitely a long ball threat, currently 3rd in the National League in that category.
You know, Matty, when I think of this guy, I think of damage, near the league leaders in RBIs as well, D-Ro.
That's the stat that I think gets overlooked so much in today's game. I remember back to Chipper Jones. He used to say, how many biscuits can you put in a basket? Runs and ribbies. And he certainly has a knack for being able to drive in that big run.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
That's a great sinker right there. These batters are going to have to bear down, because if he's got that good pitch working, it's going to be a long game. They might have to sit off speed.
And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Eric Hosmer to the plate now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Syndergaard has a reputation, or a knack, if you will, for working himself out of tough situations when he finds himself there. A lot of relief pitchers are known for that, obviously, but as a starter, that's certainly a valuable characteristic to have.
Matty V, and I'm going to tell you who likes this. The bullpen likes it, and the manager likes this, because most pitchers are going to get into trouble at least 1 or 2 times during the course of the start, and it's nice to know as a manager that you have a guy that's out there that can pitch with men on base and wiggle out of some tough jams. This guy's made a living doing this in his career.
Hosmer in front now, a 3-1 count.
A 3-1 count, tying run on deck. Good spot to be a hitter right now. You have to look for something middle in.
Ripped on the ground to first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Here's Will Myers. Last night was a good one for him as he turned in a 4-for-5 effort. First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone. Grounded back up the middle. Scooped up. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. The love of the game runs deep with these folks. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on MLB Network after this. Stepping up is Noah Syndergaard, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. First pitch of the AB now. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
So here's Jeff McNeil as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Wind up and the 0-1. Popped him up. Nola waits on it. And that's the second out of the inning. 2 down, no one on base. And ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
This could be a huge win for the guy on the mound if he's able to get out of this inning 1, 2, 3 and start fresh next inning with the middle of the order.
Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Myers gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. Mets go down 1, 2, 3. They're up 2-0. That'll bring up Austin Nola. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. And now the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Next to stand in is Trent Grisham, entering this one with a top 10 National League batting average mark. First delivery to him. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. And he falls behind 0-2. Padres still with the big goose egg in the hit column thus far. And another foul ball. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. McCann corrals it, and the throw to first is there to record the second out.
Batting ninth.
Digging in next, Mike Clevenger. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. First pitch on its way. Oh, missed that one by a mile. It's 0-1.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the drop third strike. And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. 3 innings complete. It's the Mets 2 and the Padres nothing. So stepping in is Dominic Smith. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. The bouncer to the left side. Right to him. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. Next up is Pete Alonso. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And that misses for ball one.
1-0.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making a proper...
Now, meanwhile, the throw to second is there, and he is out trying to steal the base. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Hit down the third baseline. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans, but they hold a 2-0 lead. So now here is Brian O'Grady. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch on its way. Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
Not shocked by their aggressive nature at the plate today, but they got to change their MO if they're going to compete in this one.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Again, a 1-2. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Boy, he's really on a roll in the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Jurickson Profar digs in next. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. And there's out number 2. Up next, Jake Cronenworth. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
A ball and a strike.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and the Friars are into the hit column.
That's pure pitch recognition right there. He's able to get the front foot down, backdoor breaking ball, and drive it the other way. That's the kind of thing that fires me up.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Oh, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact.
And he's into second safely with the stolen base.
Hey, it's almost impossible to throw a base runner out that gets a lead that big. And plus, this catcher's not known for having a cannon of an arm.
No runs, just one hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. On the line, that's a base hit into left field. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Boy, a big game yesterday from these guys, D-Lo. It takes them a little while to get through on the score column, but finally they get through in the middle part of this game.
Yeah, Dan, yesterday it was a fight to get to the bat rack. Everybody was squaring balls up left and right. Today, not the same. Pitcher's been executing, but they were able to dial it in. Hopefully that's the breakthrough.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in as he'll take a look at ball 1. A ball and a strike to the Padres first baseman. Use the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Runner goes. A pitch out. The throw. And they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call to pitch out, and the inning is over. Trying to move into scoring position with 2 away, but not to be as we get another look. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian here as Francisco Lindor gets ready to kick off the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hard on the ground towards short. He's got it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting.
No one on with 1 down. And into bat next will be J.D. Davis. And now the first pitch.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking the zone. He wants a quick inning so he won't be nibbling.
The windup and the 0-1.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Swing and a ball hard hit toward deep right. Myers is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
The catcher, number 33, James McCann.
Next to hit, James McCann. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him. Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
At the plate, Noah Syndergaard. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour. A ball and a strike. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. McCann is off of first with 2 away. Misses, ball 2. Liner toward right center. In there, a base hit.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. And the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 2 and the Padres 1. Set now for the bottom of the 5th. And standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
The first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
Now here's the pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Nimmo. He's got it 1 away. Into the box, Will Myers. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. Back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
No, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Into the box, Austin Nova, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Struck out in his first at-bat. Throw over to the bag, but the runner's back easily. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Now the 2-0. Line hard to center field. Nimmo is there, 2 gone.
The center fielder, number 2,
Ready now is Trent Grisham, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. He's set, and the pitch. Now the 1-0 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. Myers, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fouled away.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
The 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. 1 left for San Diego. Our score remains 2-1. All set for the start of the inning, and standing in the outfielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. That's lifted the other way out to left. O'Grady is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1. Dominic Smith stands in again, and his home run earlier has accounted for all of their runs so far in this one. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. High in the air down the right field line. After it is Myers, and he makes the catch in the corner. So here's Pete Alonso. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Into the windup and the pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. They lead it 2-1. Tucupita Marcano is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Number 16, Tucupita Marcano.
First pitch of the AB now. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Two and one. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you gotta find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
Now to the plate, here is Brian O'Grady. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Late that time for a strike.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
Now a throw over. Oh, and it froze him, and they got him.
Hey, a good right-handed pickoff move is really all about the footwork, and that was nice. He got his feet all the way around the first, which allowed his hips and everything else to clear for an accurate throw to the inside of the bag. That, and it was real quick, too.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Now a half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike two. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Bases are empty, one man out. He struck him out, the third time he's fanned in the game.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the fourth time he struck out, and we're only in the second game of this series.
Ball.
To the plate now, Jurickson Profar. Out in front of it, strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Pitch on the way. Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the sixth. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing doing there for the Friars. They still trail it here 2-1. Craig Stammen is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 34, Craig Stammen.
Now at the plate, here is Michael Conforto. Lifetime versus Craig Stammen. He's 1 for 5. Here it comes. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
You got to love guys auto taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike, and now you go to work, just picking apart the corners.
The 0-1 pitch.
One ball, 2 strikes.
A swing by Conforto, and this is driven to deep right. Myers going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And now the first pitch. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike one. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch out right there, guys. When it's tight like this one was, it looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second. Locked them up completely with that one.
J.D. Davis the next at bat, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's the 0-1. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And it's gone onto the lower basket of the Western Metal Building. A solo shot here to left. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And the Mets have taken a 3-1 lead.
Well, this guy's been unhittable all year, but eventually you knew somebody would get to him. That's the first home run he's given up all year. But like all good relievers, he has to have a short memory and put it behind him.
So now to the plate, James McCann just gets a piece of it. Strike one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Again, another foul ball. Here it comes, 0-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. Myers is under it, and that will end the inning. But the Mets are able to tack on one thanks to the solo homer. Get up and stretch. It's now 3-1 Mets. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up Jake Cronenworth.
The second baseman.
First pitch of the AB now. Hit out towards second. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stop.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Cronenworth gets his lead at first, nobody out. High in the air and deep to left center field. A ball that's carrying. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And the run will score all the way from first.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Joey Lucchesi will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Tomas Nido is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. At the plate now, Eric Hosmer, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. On, he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike two. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
No one out with a runner at second. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Will Myers is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. On a rope to the second baseman. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the one out.
Now batting, catcher, Austin.
And now Austin Nola, a base knock to the outfield, could score the tying run from second. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike.
Woo, not a spot you'd expect a curveball. He's lucky he missed because that's the kind of pitch that gets hit out of the ballpark.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss. Good sinking action there. 1-2. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. It's a 2-2 count to the Padres catcher.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
A foul tip held onto behind the plate, and he comes through with a big strikeout here to retire the side. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Now into the box, Tomas Nido, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
And they'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now.
2-1.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Grisham charging forward, but he won't get there. It falls in. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, I'm going to have to do it right now.
The batter, the center fielder.
So here's Brandon Nimmo. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Now the first pitch. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Comes set with the 0-1. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. To second for 1, but no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first. So they avoid what could have been a costly double play there.
Well, they dodged the bullet that time by avoiding the double play. That would have been pretty demoralizing to end the inning. Now they've at least still got runners on the corners.
Standing in now, Dominic Smith, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Smith hits a little over the 270 mark. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. 1-2 to Dominic Smith.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. In to score the runner from third, and that moves the lead to 2 here in the 8th.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Pete Alonso is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. On the ground to the right side. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. Play at the plate, and he's out. A great throw. Next, it'll be Michael Conforto. Flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And now the first pitch.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
The 1-0. Hit out towards second. He's got it. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. Mets forced to settle for 1 here in the inning. Edwin Diaz is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 39, Edwin Diaz.
In the hit will be Trent Grisham.
For the Padres, the center fielder, Trent Grisham.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Nimmo comes on now, and he has it 1 down. Tommy Pham will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 28, Tommy Pham.
First pitch coming. Here it is. The average sits at 294. 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Getting late. 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Popped him up. And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are 2 away now. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Brian O'Grady struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, he needs to clean it up. He's already got the hat trick. The boys are wondering if the golden sombrero is soon to follow. Gotta lock this AB in.
And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Padres down in order. They trail it here 4-2. Emilio Pagan enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Now at the plate, Francisco Lindor. In his career against this pitcher, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. First offering on its way. And now a pitch on the way. To short, hit hard. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Next for the Mets, J.D. Davis is working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
In the last at-bat, that breaking ball was really up in the zone. Not a good spot for a pitcher to throw the off-speed pitch. If he wants to come back and throw that in this at-bat, he better get it down below the knees.
And if your mind wanders toward what's left on the bench, there you get a look at what the Mets have remaining to choose from. Luis Guillorme will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Pitch hitting for the Mets, number 13, Luis Guillorme.
First pitch of the AB now. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 1 home run and 7 driven in. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. To second for 1. On to Hosmer, a double play, and that ends the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets erased. Nothing further in the ninth for the Mets. Last chance coming up for the Friars. They remain down by a count of 4-2. Dylan Betances comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 68, Dylan Betances.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Jurickson Profar. Previous history against Dylan Betances. He's 0 for 4.
Third baseman, Jurickson.
He's set. Here it comes. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. He looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
I'll tell you, he just doesn't look comfortable in the box to me tonight. He's been off balance with his swings, and that one completely tied him up.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
The pitch. Jake Cronenworth stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. 1 out, nobody on. Now a flare out toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit.
Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
In now, Fernando Tatis Jr. as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. And prior to the 0-2, a move to first. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Cronenworth leads off first with 1 away. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Full count now. There he goes. Swing and a line drive. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Hey, you know it's not a hit and run right there with a 3-2 full count. Just putting a runner in motion, but it worked out just the same. Nice base hit right there, and we got first and third.
Into the box now, Eric Hosmer, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. Previous history against Dylan Betances. He's 0 for 7. Now the 1-0. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Runners He's on the move for second. Pitch inside the throw, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
This catcher's not known for his throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I always remember John Smoltz telling me the greatest asset a closer can have is short-term memory. And this situation called for it right here. He's got to forget that he has any traffic on the base pass and just attack the zone.
Throw on to first to be in time, but meanwhile the lead shrinks to 1 here on the RBI ground ball.
A simple ground ball to the infield, but the run does come home from third, and they cut their deficit to only 1 run.
Seth Lugo takes over on the mound now as he'll try to get the final out of the ball game here and pick up a save. Will Myers will be his first assignment upon entering as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. Manny Machado will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Machado.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1. And he's got a chance to tie things up here as the equalizer sits just 90 feet away. Comes set, the 0-1. San Diego down to their final strike. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Nido finds it. Throw on to first is going to be in time to get him. And the Mets have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over. And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Metropolitans jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Noah Syndergaard notches his 3rd win of the year. Mike Clevenger pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious New York Mets. 4 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Padres, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base.